Hello everybody and welcome to our eWaste Gold live stream. This is our latest haul from one of our favorite local auctions. Latest haul of stuff that we have managed to haul. Latest amount of stuff that we've been able to walk away from. So we're going to show you our latest auction haul. Latest eWaste haul. So here we go. Got the camera straightened out. We're here at the eWaste Gold headquarters here, the eWaste Gold lab, the eWaste Gold sales store here. Pompano Tech Store, our usual point of operations, our base of operations. We want to thank you all for being here. Maybe we'll wait for a few people to come in, see who shows up. What if you threw a live stream and nobody came? That's right. So, but again, we're just going to get going here. Here we go. We'll just get right to it. I'm going to view this on the watch page. Hello, hello everybody. Hello, hello everybody. And we're going to turn the volume down so it does not echo. Hello, hello everybody. Alright, so here we are up on the bench today. We got some stuff going up. We're going to see what goes up first. We're going to go in, I guess we're going to go in order of increasing value. We've got the stuff separated, so we're going to go in kind of order of increasing value. So here we go. The first item up is a bulk load of 35mm cameras. Let's see, here we go. Here we go, bulk load of 35mm cameras. Looking for a box to put these in, but we'll grab one. See how many pounds it is. A bulk load of 35mm cameras. Here we go. Look at all these 35mm cameras. These ones are pretty good. We're probably going to sell these on eBay, although there is a certain amount of eWaste value in these guys, because what happens is there's some electronics in them. So, not gonna fit. It'll fit. Okay, all right, it'll fit. So, we got two of these. The Canons. We got two of these. Canon. I don't know what the hell these are. Here we go. Canon autofocus Canon Sure Shot Supreme. Okay, Sure Shot is the brand name. Canon Sure Shot Supreme. These might actually sell for value. We'll see. Some of these 35mm cameras still hold some value. We'll just close it up. We've got one, two of those. Where's the other one? Oh boy, another Canon Sure Shot. Okay, we don't know how sure it is, but we like it. So, sure is a camera. Canon Sure Shot Supreme. Another one of those. So we sell these in bulk on eBay. Minolta Freedom Autofocus, Freedom Zoom 115. These are all 35mm film cameras, but again, they're going to have some electronics because they are the more modern ones. They may have date backs and things like that on them. This is a Photoflex MX35 cheapo generic camera. So, anybody chatting there, Princess? No? My lovely assistant. Another Fujifilm Discovery 270 zoom. And again, if you want any of these items, they're going up on our eBay page soon. Probably sometime later today. Canon Snappy, so you can watch this video and find out about everything. A Yashica TX Electro, which really doesn't do anything. I think that's the shutter in there, that broken thing that you can kind of see in there. That was the shutter. And so this thing is pretty beat up. Looks like it advances the film, but parts or metal only. A Ricoh Super something or other. Ricoh Suave. This one's probably a nice one. Probably still got some film in it. We might actually use that film for something. We'll explain you that in a minute. A Bell & Howell. Not much of a camera there, just a cheapo. A Canon ELPH 370Z. Are you typing the names in as we... Oh, hello.
No.
Okay, well.
Trying to start a chat.
Okay, well, why don't you type in the names then? No, the names of these cameras as I shout them out.
Oh.
So this is Canon, C-A-N-O-N. What? Yeah, put them in the chat. Canon ELPH 370Z. Yeah, because you know what? People, when they do the chat replay, might want to see that.
C-A-N-N?
Yeah, C-A-N-O-N, Canon. That's okay. It doesn't matter. We'll do this next. We'll do that next time.
Yeah,
we'll do that. We'll get that next.
We'll do that.
Another camera with just nastiness inside and just nothing.
It's been used.
Yeah, it's been used. It's been had. It's been used. It's been used badly. It's been badly used. Okay, it's been abused. It's been ridden hard and put away wet. Canon lens. There's another Canon camera. Generic 35 mizzle. Minolta Freedom 2 autofocus. Again, these guys might. Oh no, this Minolta. Look at that. Bad news. Battery. That's it for that one. That's for scrap. And then finally the Fujifilm Big Date Viewfinder. There we go. So for all y'all there, that is 11 pounds of 35mm cameras. All right. That's how we like to do stuff here on eWaste Gold channel. Just dump it on the bench and go. Because these are all scrap. We'll be doubt if any of these guys are working. If they are, that's the way it goes. So those are the scrap cameras. The 35mm version. Now we're going to go, I guess next up in order of value is going to be these guys. A grip load of digital cameras with some random pieces of like jewelry pieces, cheap jewelry pieces laying in there. But one of those pieces of jewelry is a clasp and it's actually silver. So we'll sweep that up. And we'll just go buy them one by one. I think that's off the Minolta we just showed you with the bad battery. This is an Olympus Camedia C730 Ultra Zoom. Now what's interesting about this one is it's optical zoom, which is kind of cool. Digital zoom kind of sucks, as everyone will tell you. But it's only 3.2 megapixels, so may not go for too much, because it's too bad. Optical zoom is a good thing to have. Another, wow. Now this guy might be worth some money, and this guy might be worth making sure we can get a battery for. Or we got the batteries, making sure we can charge it. This is a Sony with a Zeiss lens, 20.1 megapixels. That's a 20 megapixel camera, so that might have some future there. Nikon Coolpix 7900, 7.1 megapixels. These we usually scrap except for the higher megapixel ones, and even if we don't have batteries, we save them because we might get a battery or eventually we'll get a charger for it. This is 7.1 megapixels. That's probably on the low end of what we'll save because it's, basically we're looking for like 8 megapixels or better. Now the funny thing about these cameras is because they all use the same sensors or the same class of sensors, typically they come out in generations. Like you'll see a 3 megapixel generation, you'll 5 megapixel, 8 megapixel generation. And it's not a random distribution. So they're using sensors a lot of times produced by the same manufacturers. So if it's a 3 megapixel, we scrap it. If it's 5 megapixel, we scrap it. 7, maybe we save it if it's a nice one. If it's 8 or better right now, we're saving them because those are worthwhile. This is an Olympus stylus. Again, nothing about the megapixels on this. 14 megapixels. So again, we may save that, but we got to get the batteries for them. Otherwise, digital cameras we're finding, we like digital cameras. In terms of the amount of valuable components in it compared to the price we get them at, and this is a 14 megapixel. So in terms of, and this is a Kodak EasyShare, so this may have some promise, and we may be able to charge this one, externally. And we've got some Kodak EasyShare. Princess, you like this one? Okay. So this is a 14 megapixel. So we'll probably try to spend the time to get it going. It's got a Schneider lens, which is good. Another Kodak EasyShare, low megapixel probably. We've got a Kodak docking station for it, though. We've got that. Kodak Easy Share, another Kodak Easy Share. Some of these cameras we save, maybe, oh, this one doesn't even open, so that's batteries are probably messed up. But some of these cameras, some of these digital cameras are good enough, are nice enough in that they take AA batteries. Sony CyberShot 7.2, Carl Zeiss lens. Well, Zeiss lenses are top notch. So that Sony we had with the Zeiss lens and a high megapixel is probably gonna save that one. 2.0 megapixel digital zoom, getting scrapped. Nice thing about the older stuff is a lot of times they have higher, they have more precious metal bearing components in them. 12 megapixel camera. This one may be broken because the zoom lens is out. It's probably supposed to be in when the camera's put up. So we're obviously going to have to get some kind of universal charger for these batteries. They do sell them on eBay, and we can rig up a charger. Here's a camera that we've scrapped already, taken apart. We've already gotten started scrapping them. So 7.2 Exilim by Casio, and then another Kodak Easy Share. Boom. So, whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 digital cameras. Count them. 14. Whoa! And some various miscellaneous dust that's in there. All right. Next up on the bench, video cameras. VCRs, videotape recorder type cameras, vintage. A Sharp View Cam with a charger and accessories. We've got a couple of these recently. We've only had one that works or works well, but the person we sent it to said it didn't. The tape recorder doesn't work. But these Sharp View, this one doesn't work, unfortunately. We may salvage the charger and sell that, but the camera does not show an image, and I don't know if it can be fixed or not. And I don't know if it worked well. The camera and the tape transport on this one don't work very well, so we'll skip. We're not going to probably use that one. We may part it out. But these Sharp View cameras definitely have that very distinctive retro look, unquestionable. And so what we're thinking about doing is hooking up one of these guys to a laptop or something, and doing some live streaming with that. Live stream with a retro-looking live stream. So we'll stay tuned for that. Sony Handycam. Okay, pretty decent one. We got to test it. This guy here, unfortunately, comes with the Euro style plug. So we're going to have to, well, we're not going to snip it off. We're going to test it with some jumper cables to these things, to a jumper cable with our outlets, and that'll work fine to test it. And if it works fine, it works. You can just buy an adapter. They're not too crazy expensive. I think you can get them at the drugstore. We just don't happen to have one. JVC Digital Compact VHS. Okay, the Japan Victor Corporation. We do not have any. We don't have the battery, the charger for this. Not even sure where the tape goes in this, if there is any tape. We don't know what's up with this. This maybe takes an M card? Nope. Okay, so we don't even know what's up with this. We'll see. So we got the Sony, we got the JVC, we got the Sharp View Cam, and we got this Panasonic. And the cool thing about the Panasonic is it does come with the charger. We did charge the battery. It does power up. And it does, well, and we're going to test it, of course, but it does power up. You can see a little bit through the viewfinder there. So, okay, that powers up. So that Panasonic will come with the charger, and we even have a spare battery that may fit it as well. So you might get 2 batteries with that one. So that's our video cameras. We usually get some various cables. We get all kinds of various cables with them. So that's video cameras for sale. A Kodak Easy Share docking system, power supply. This is complete. Power supply, printing unit, paper, printing unit, power supply, and even this docking base, which may not even go with this unit. That might sell with the camera separately, but we'll include it. This works. This looks like it powers up, but it needs a new printer cartridge, okay? So it needs a new, I don't know what you call it, color cartridge or ink cartridge or whatever it is that they use to generate the image. So that is a Kodak Easy Share type deal. We're almost done here, but now we are at the final miscellaneous and sundry items. We'll probably sell these two guys together. This one is a slide photographing apparatus. Pretty cool, very nicely machined, aluminum, metal. We don't know what type of camera mount this is, but this looks like it screws off. Or actually unthreads. So it looks like this mounting ring. You should be able to find ones for almost any camera. I mean, possibly still today. Otherwise, you have to have one machined. But there are machine shops who know how to do that. There are places that will get you. There are places that will be able to machine you any kind of mounting ring for any kind of camera. So this is a nice unit. We're going to sell these two together because they're kind of related, and it may be that the parts from one can be adapted to the other. This one has a Konica mount, so not surprisingly, it's for a specific camera, which is kind of silly. That's how they did that. But Konica lens mount on this. This is a macro photographing rail system. Nice unit if you were into that. Pretty necessary if you wanted to do macro photography. It's pretty good for that. It's what you need, and it does a good job. So we'll probably sell those guys together because they are both made by this company, Spyratone. This is also a Spyratone unit. This is a Spyratone Vario Dupliscope. Okay? And as I mentioned, we're going to be going in order of increasing value. Believe it or not, this little guy still has value, and this powers up. We powered it up, and it charges. Okay? Boom. All right? Pretty good shape. Okay shape. I would say A- shape. A- shape. The little OK button is missing there, but the membrane switch still works. So, that's the LG Lotus. See if we can turn it off here. There we go. Ta. Yeah, isn't that great?
I want it.
This guy here, a nice little gem. This is a nice little eBay gem because it costs nothing to ship. It literally weighs next to nothing.
I want that too.
And this guy actually does work. See if I have the cable for this. Let's actually power this guy up in front of everybody, show them that it works. This guy works, but unfortunately the battery is dead. So, but even still, that's like a $20 item on eBay. And as small and as tight as compact as this thing is, they actually can be serviced, and it's not that big of a deal. We'll show you that in a minute. In fact, we'll even put a link to the YouTube video on how to do that, on how to service this guy, because it's pretty interesting to watch. Actually, watch somebody service one of these. Guess it goes like that. Okay, see, hear a little click there. There we go. See, powering up. And the way when you service these things, what you do is you carefully peel off this plastic lid here, carefully peel off that. There's some screws underneath there. Boom, there it is, powering up like magic. See that? Okay, so, but unfortunately, dead battery. Battery does not hold charge on this bad boy. And I guess that brings us to the end of our eWaste Gold auction. Now is ironically what we consider the prize item. You ready for this, people? Here we go. A Nishika N9000 3D camera. Okay, and this guy, as far as we can tell, works. Got to open the case there. This is this is Chinese plastic from a generation ago. Just a moment. This one does open, but the thing is that it's a little tiny button and it's not. There we go. And it works like this, okay? Boom, you got to push down the spring and snap it open. Okay, and it does work. I don't know if you're going to be able to see this on camera, but okay, you probably won't. But it's pretty important because what's going to happen is, to check that this is working, you have to check that all 4 lenses open and close at the same time. Because that's absolutely necessary. And they do.
I saw it.
Okay, we'll try it one more time. Okay, so that's that. Now here's the exposure control on this. A little knob you spin back and forth, twist back and forth, and all it does is in front of the lenses there, it just changes the size of the little aperture hole. One is for cloudy, one is for bright sunlight. Well, I knew what this guy was as soon as I saw it, because I remember when they came out, they were kind of a novelty, and they were making the rounds of all the photo magazines and things like that, because it goes way that far back. Never seen the pictures from them. I don't even know how that works, but, you know, optics are totally uncoated, completely uncoated optics. But everything on this seems to work. The aperture control changes the aperture. It's a little tough to twist, because what it does is it actually moves moves the plate in front of all 4 lenses, changes the hole size. This guy, take a look at this guy on eBay and see what these are selling for, because it's a novelty item. It's pretty rare, but the good thing is it's mechanical. It's mechanical. It's all plastic, and then we finally got it's mechanical. It's all plastic, mostly plastic, but no electronics can go bad, no batteries to corrode or anything else. And then finally we got one of these, a Nikon Speedlight, also a pretty good deal. This one seems to work fine. We just put some new batteries in it, it'll work fine. So this is a pretty good price. These guys go for a good price on eBay. Nikon Speedlight. So there you go. That, I suppose, would be the that's pretty much the run of things here. So we're going to finish up with the Nishiki camera. Maybe we'll let that be a thumbnail. I'll put this on our little stand, by the way, which we made ourselves here at eWaste Gold. There we go, our little display stand. And we'll bring the camera in, do a tight focus on that. Just like that. So maybe that's going to be our thumbnail. No, got to get the store name in there. There we go. So the Nishiki 3D camera, that's going to be our Nishika 3D camera. That's going to be, I guess, our thumbnail for this. I think I have to get this out of the way because it doesn't look too aesthetic.
It looks nice.
Yeah, with the camera. Can you still see it like that? Nope. Thumbnail. So let's see. I'm going to see if I can find something to put behind it real quick that you won't see.
It was nice.
Just for the sake of aesthetics. Just for the sake of aesthetics, we'll let that be the thumbnail here. Find something else I can rest it on. Like this, something nice and heavy. My flip phone. There we go. Hopefully people won't see that. There we go. Make sure it shows Pompano Tech Store there. So that's our namesake. There we go. And maybe we'll let that run for a while. We'll let that be the thumbnail for this when the video is done. But that's our latest auction haul. I think that's everything. Certainly everything we're worried about at this point. And if you want to bid on any of these fabulous items, any of these exciting items, if you want to bid on any of this great stuff, you just go to our eBay store. The link is in the description. And you can have any one of these things. We're probably going to be putting them up tonight in the next couple of days. All right, everybody, that is our latest auction haul. Going up on the store. You can have these items. Just go to the eWaste Gold eBay store. Stay tuned to our channel every day for new stuff. And your life can be enriched with all this fabulous used junk that we love so much. Thanks for tuning in.